Olive is an ostrich. She lives with her family in the outback. But Olive is very different. Olive's dad loves to run. Olive isn't a fast runner. Olive's mum enjoys laying huge eggs. Olive doesn't like the look of that at all. Olive's little brother pecks at the ground to find tasty roots to eat. Pecking at the ground makes Olive sneeze. But Olive has an incredible imagination. So while the rest of her family are running, pecking and laying eggs, Olive can be found imagining herself going on amazing adventures when she buries her head down, down into the sand. Until she popped up somewhere new. Olive was standing on a steep slope covered in crunchy white snow. It was very cold. She was wearing a thick, puffy coat and a bobble hat.
I'm glad I've got these warm clothes.
Oh, yes, you can say that again,
said a voice. Olive turned to see a little man with a huge bushy beard. He was only wearing a vest and pants. He was shivering quite a lot.
I'm Olive. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Sir Edmund Hillertop, a famous mountaineer. I climb all the tallest mountains.
Oh, so is this a tall mountain?
Tall? Olive, old bean, this is Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world, and I'm climbing to the summit.
But, Sir Edmund, what's happened to all your clothes? Aren't you cold?
Oh, there was this huge gust of wind. It blew away all my warm clothes, along with my map, compass, and packed lunch. So now I'm rather chilly, hungry, and lost.
Well, I'm not sure how to help. I'm no mountaineer.
Suddenly, there was an enormous growl. Out from behind a rock jumped a huge, furry, man-shaped thing. It was growling, and it didn't sound at all happy to see them.
Oh, that's the infamous Yeti! Run for it before he eats us for his dinner! Wait! He's got my map, compass, and packed lunch! Oi! Give those back!
Oh, I think that's the last we'll see of those. Oh, dear. I think he's still hungry. Maybe he's going to eat us next.
She had to think fast.
Sir Edmund, do you have any food at all?
Well, I do have my emergency cupcake. Always keep one tucked away.
A cupcake? A hungry Yeti? I think I may have an idea.
Olive took the cupcake from Sir Edmund and held it out to the Yeti. The Yeti grabbed the cupcake and gobbled it down. Yum, said the Yeti. He seemed very happy.
Oh, I think he wants your poles too, Edmund,
said Olive. Edmund handed them over. The Yeti used them as needles to knit a long scarf out of his own fur. He gave it to Edmund. Edmund wrapped the scarf around himself.
Well, thanks very much. This Yeti scarf really is very warm.
I think he wants to lead us to the summit of Everest,
said Olive. So Olive and Sir Edmund followed the Yeti all the way to the summit.
We've conquered Everest!
Beamed Sir Edmund.
And you're the first ever ostrich to climb it. Congratulations, Olive.
That's lovely. But how do we get down again?
Suddenly, the Yeti gave Olive and Sir Edmund a push. They went sliding all the way down Mount Everest on their bottoms, and the Yeti slid down behind. Cried Olive as she slid. At the bottom, they ended up in a snowdrift.
Oh, that was fun.
Thanks so much for all your help, Olive.
I think you've got yourself a new mountain climbing best friend forever.
Chuckled Olive. They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again,
said her mum.
Cupcake? Actually, I climbed Mount Everest and met a Yeti.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear,
said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Olive was wearing a sparkly purple tutu and white boots with metal blades on the bottom. She was standing on a white floor in a big, chilly room. Olive took a step forward, but slipped on the floor. It was made out of ice. She fell over and landed on her bottom.
Ouch! Oh, this floor's very slippery and very cold.
A very glamorous ice skater glided up to Olive and helped her to her feet.
Oh, thanks for helping me up. My name's Olive.
The ice skater was wearing a sparkly white outfit and a cape made of hundreds of purple ribbons. He was looking rather upset.
Hello, Olive. My name is Sammy Sparkle, and I'm having a dazzling disaster.
Why is that, Sammy?
It's the biggest ice skating competition of the year, Shimmer and Shine, and my partner is nowhere to be seen. Without a partner, I can't enter the competition, and it begins in 1 hour.
Maybe I can help you. But can you show me what to do?
So Sammy took her wing and tried to teach Olive how to ice skate. But Olive slipped, wobbled and flopped all over the place.
Well, I'm not sure ostriches are cut out for ice skating.
Oh, but Olive, how are we ever going to win Shimmer and Shine?
Just then, Olive noticed Sammy's cape.
The ribbons from your cape. I think I may have an idea.
They went backstage to Sammy's dressing room and got to work. Olive plucked the ribbons from his cape and tied them all together.
Oh, what are you doing to my cape?
I've made a long ribbon to tie us together. Now I'll be able to stay on my feet while we dance.
Oh, what a fabulous idea.
Suddenly, a voice boomed out over the loudspeakers.
Will the final 2 competing ice skaters please come to the rink?
Olive quickly wrapped the ribbon around them, tied a knot, and off they went. They glided out onto the ice and began to dance together. Because Olive was tied to Sammy, they both performed an amazing dance, and Olive didn't fall over. It was all going so well until the knot in the long purple ribbon began to loosen and Olive slid away from Sammy.
Oh, no, Olive. What are we going to do now?
Grab onto one end of the ribbon and I'll hold the other. Whatever you do, Sammy, don't let go.
But it was too late. Olive was slipping and sliding all over the place, running on the spot, skating backwards, forwards, here, there, and everywhere. It was a disaster. Sammy tried to pull Olive back towards him, but as he did, she tripped and the ribbon snapped into lots of little ribbons, which flew up in the air along with Olive. Screamed Olive with her wings flapping in the air. She flew straight into Sammy Sparkle and they both dramatically dropped to the floor. The crowd stood to their feet and went wild. Sammy Sparkle couldn't believe it.
The crowd loved us, Olive.
Olive and Sammy bowed to the judges as they each held up their scorecards. 10, 10, 10, 10.
Fabulous. A perfect score. We've won Shimmer and Shine, and it's all down to you, Olive.
Oh, phew. For a moment there, I thought we were skating on thin ice.
They both laughed. And as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Actually, I won a skating competition.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Olive was sitting in a moving chair high above a snow-covered slope. On her feet was some strange, long, thin planks, and she was holding 2 poles. Next to her sat a little elk.
Oh, hello, I'm Olive. What are these planks? And where is this flying chair taking us?
Hello, I'm Stefan. These are skis, and this is a chairlift that will take us to the top of the mountain. Then we can ski down it. Super cool, yeah?
Olive looked down and saw lots of skiers skiing down the slope.
It does look like fun, but I've never tried skiing before. Is it dangerous?
No. I'll give you a lesson. Soon you'll be skiing down the mountain super fast, yeah?
Well, okay, yeah.
Olive and Stefan jumped off the chairlift and slid over to a small practice slope. Stefan showed Olive the basics. She wobbled, skidded, and kept falling over.
Skiing isn't easy.
But soon, Olive was getting the hang of it.
Well, like this, Stefan.
Well, kind of. Come on, let's ski down the mountain, yeah?
Already?
It's okay.
said Stefan as he pointed to a sign with a big green arrow on it.
As long as we stay on the easy green run, you'll be fine.
Woohoo! This is fun!
Soon they were skiing towards a fork in the slope. The green run led off in one direction, but the other was marked with a black arrow. It was a really hard and steep black run,
Okay, Olive, we must keep to the green run here, yeah?
warned Stefan. But as she reached the fork, a snowboarding chipmunk shot past, forcing Olive to swerve.
Keg, watch out!
And before she knew it, Olive was hurtling down the black run.
Olive, no! This is too steep for you.
Shouted Stefan as he skied after her. But Olive was going way too fast.
Wow!
The other skiers had to dodge out of her way. Olive reached a sharp bend. She couldn't turn in time and went flying off a snow ramp high into the air. Stefan flew after her. They both landed head first in a snowdrift.
Are you okay, Olive?
I think so, but now we've lost our skis.
Oh no, the snow's too deep. We can't walk down the mountain.
Olive spotted Stefan's rucksack.
What do you have in your rucksack, Stefan?
It's my emergency supplies, a first aid kit with some bandages and 5 big bars of chocolate.
Some bandages, some big bars of chocolate. I think I may have an idea.
Olive used the bandages to strap 2 bars of chocolate to her feet.
There you go. The bars of chocolate are skis.
But won't they melt?
Not with all this cold snow. And, the branches are ski poles.
Olive and Stefan grabbed 2 branches each, and soon they were skiing down the mountain once more, being careful to stick to the green run this time. At the bottom, they expertly skied to a halt and ordered mugs of steaming hot milk from a cafe. Stefan took the remaining chocolate bar and mixed it into their drinks.
Now we have hot chocolate, yeah?
Olive sipped her hot chocolate. It tasted amazing.
I do love skiing, but I think I love hot chocolate even more.
Super hot, yeah?
They both laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Keg, actually, I've been skiing on a super cool black run.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure.